How's it going, everyone? As we head out of February and into March still looking like a pretty stacked month of new game releases, and this week, no different. You've got quite a lot to sink your teeth into. We've got a couple games to go over, a lot of variety in the offerings as well, so let's get right into it. And let's start things off with what I would consider to be the biggest release of the week, and that is, of course, Team Ninja's Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Long anticipated for this one, and now it is just about to be released. A new dark fantasy Three Kingdoms action RPG from Team Ninja, the developers of Nioh, and of course this follows a similar Souls-like style. It's a dramatic action-packed story of a nameless militia soldier fighting for survival in a dark fantasy version of the later Han Dynasty, where demons plague the Three Kingdoms. Players fight off deadly creatures and enemy soldiers using swordplay based on the Chinese martial arts, attempting to overcome the odds by awakening the true power from within. Wolong refers to a crouching dragon and also refers to a hero or person of greatness who is not yet known. This is the story of officers who will later become heroes during their unknown period, and also the story of a protagonist's rise from being a nobody. Obviously, it's set in the Three Kingdoms period, but it is a dark fantasy within that period. The narrative vividly tells the tale of a militia soldier's strenuous fight for survival during a later Han Dynasty infested with demons. It's madness in the Three Kingdoms like never before. Defeat deadly enemies to boost morale and awaken the power from within. Overcome adversity through unique new strategies, including battle styles of the 5 phases, and obviously an emphasis on the gameplay and the different weaponry you will use. Choose from a wide variety of weapons, from glaives to dual swords, to discover which fits your fighting style. You've got wizardry spells, you've got divine beasts as well. Of course, the game does have a free demo available right now. Would strongly recommend you to try that out. I know Souls-like titles aren't for everyone, but try out the demo, see how you like it, and ultimately make your decision after that. Wolong Fallen Dynasty is due out on March 3rd on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Next up, we have Scars Above. Scars Above is coming from Madhead Games and publisher Prime Matter, who is really starting to publish a lot of titles. Scars Above is a challenging sci-fi third-person action-adventure title, combining the rewarding feel of overcoming difficulty with a compelling and intricate story set in a mysterious alien world to explore. Visually, the game looks fairly good, and you play as Kate, an astronaut and a scientist, but not a soldier. She is, however, resourceful and determined to do anything to survive. Use a combination of ranged weapons, devices, consumables, and melee attacks. You need to manage stamina as you run, dodge, exploit weak points, and discover effective tactics to defeat your foes. Combine different elemental attacks to beat the odds and break through otherwise impassable obstacles. Craft different items and gadgets to aid you against the countless threats in this exoplanet. Explore a mysterious planet with a large world as well, inspired by the sci-fi classics. Explore an alien world filled with countless threats, gorgeous landscapes, and ruins hinting of an ancient yet advanced civilization that somehow disappeared. And of course, you'll embark on a research journey, and you'll have a variety of thrilling boss fights in this one as well, with over-the-top action gameplay in an exciting sci-fi adventure inspired by the classics of the genre, an enigmatic and intricate alien world as well. Scars Above is due out on February 28th. Next up, we have BROK the InvestiGator, a game that dropped back in August of last year on PC and received incredibly well, an overwhelmingly positive reception across its 508 user reviews, with a 98% positive reception, a 79 on Metacritic as well, and now the game does make the transition to a PlayStation. Now, this is a point-and-click title with some beat-em-up elements as well. The very first punch-and-click BROK is an innovative adventure mixed with beat-em-up and RPG elements in a grim world where animals have replaced mankind. What detective will you ultimately be? The game was released at $19.99 on a PC and Steam. I imagine a similar price point will be had on its PlayStation release. A deep and emotional narrative-rich experience filled with characters reminiscent of classic 80s and 90s cartoon. The first game to combine a classic adventure with beat-em-up and RPG elements. Solve puzzles with your wits or muscles. Make choices impacting gameplay and or story. Easy mode for pure point-and-click gameplay. Fights can be skipped. Level up to beat enemies and bosses. Combine clues to uncover the truth. In-game hints. 2 playable characters that you can switch at any time. And you've got 15 to 20 hours of content for your first playthrough as well. BROK the InvestiGator is due out for a release on March 1st. Next up, another PC title making the transition to PlayStation. We have No Longer Home. No Longer Home is a game about letting go of the life you've built due to circumstances beyond your control. Immerse yourself in the lives of Bo and Ao and learn about their dreams, frustrations, and fears. Welcome to the magic of the everyday and somewhat extraordinary. The characters are graduating university and preparing to leave the flat that they've lived in together for a year thanks to visa limitations. I was forced to return to Japan, leaving Bo in England, disillusioned by post-educational life and shoved aside by government who doesn't want them there. Both are trying to come to terms with their uncertain futures, and deep under their South London flat, something is in fact growing as well. Wander through an intimate flat and examine the everyday belongings. A semi-autobiographical game, No Longer Home, was born when developers were similarly forced apart after university and decided to stay in touch by working on a game together. So pretty interesting there. Metacritic reception was pretty strong with a 73, mostly positive reception on Steam as well, 167 reviews, 73% positive. No Longer Home hits PlayStation 5 and 4 on March the 3rd. Next up, a brand new multiplayer first-person shooter, we have Leap. Leap is a fast-paced multiplayer FPS featuring epic large-scale battles, each with players armed to the teeth, fight for either the United Earth Defense Coalition or the Rebel Exoterrans. Whoever pays the most wins your trigger finger and excessive arsenal. The game has been in early access on Steam going back to June of last year. Saw a mixed reception. Visually, gotta say the game does look quite clean, and the game does have an emphasis on the cooperative aspect to it. Work together with your teammates, use powerful weapons and unique class abilities, and traverse the terrain quickly with grappling hooks, jetpacks, and outrageous vehicles to seize victory. Jump on your hoverboard and backflip into battle, or saddle up onto a mechanical moose and lead the charge. Whatever your playstyle, every Leap mercenary is equipped with a personal vehicle, allowing you to quickly cover distances and close the gap on your enemy. You've got epic abilities, master your environment, and reap the rewards of battle as well. Leap is scheduled for release on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 come March 1st. And lastly, a major expansion, we have Destiny 2 Lightfall. Yes, the latest expansion to Destiny 2 is about to drop, a game that has been expanding for quite a long time, including Lightfall, the new raid, and a season pass for Season 20. If you pre-order, you instantly unlock a new exotic ghost and legendary emblem. In a Neptunian galaxy under siege, find strength in your fellow guardians as the end to all things approach. The witnesses here, arm yourself with new rewards and unlock new dark powers to triumph in Lightfall's unforgettable legendary mode as well. Stray and harness dark and pluck at the threads of reality with this new subclass. Follow through this city with newfound speed as you grapple from building to building. Every class can tap into this new element, but it's up to you to create the perfect build. A new destination, travel to Neptune and discover a neon metropolis unlike anything you've explored in Destiny 2. Meet the Cloud Striders, join the fight against the Shadow Legion, and prevent devastation in the technologically advanced Secret City. Destiny 2 has been around for a very long time. Obviously, the game is completely free to play now, so if you do want to check it out, it is free to get into. The expansions do add another layer to the game, and last time around, Witch Queen was relatively well received. Let's see if Lightfall can continue that momentum. Destiny 2 Lightfall is scheduled for release on February 28th, and that is going to do it for me. Again, another loaded week of new releases. When you're looking at Wolong Fallen Dynasty, Scars Above not getting as much attention, but another interesting game to be on the lookout for. You've got smaller titles like BROK the InvestiGator and No Longer Home, and then you've got Leap, a new multiplayer title, and Destiny 2, one of the most popular free-to-play titles on the market now, getting its latest expansion. Obviously, Lightfall will be pay-to-play. It's $49.99, and then there is an annual pass added for $100. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.